Infiniti's new Q60 coupe is getting scooped, but will it have a GTR engine? Toyota's expanding its TRD models and gonna pep up the Camry a bit. Two Japanese automakers may be joining forces on a single sedan. And Ford gives a hard-working Detroit native a free car. Plus, it's Tuesday, so we'll head over to Failville and watch someone doing it wrong. Isn't that right? Sure is. Hey, what's up, FLDers and whoever is new to the show? I'm Derek D, and you're watching Fastlane Daily on a Tuesday. Hey, if you haven't checked out our My First 500 videos that we've been posting about influential people in NASCAR and their very first Daytona 500 experience, well, you should be checking it out. And after you do, share it on social media with the hashtag MyFirst500. All right? Pretty cool. So some of you may have heard this story, but it's a good one. It's a good feeling story. Now, if you ever complained about your daily commute, just stop. Because James Robertson here, a 56-year-old man from Michigan, he definitely has you beat. For the last 10 years, yes, 10 years, he's walked 21 miles to work every day because after his car died, he couldn't afford to buy a new car. And by new, I mean even a reliable used car. His Honda broke down in 2005, and since then, he's been walking the 21-mile round trip every day to work. Getting a ride here and there, yeah, and people would actually pass him on the road that would recognize him after day and sometimes give him a ride and stuff. And there's one leg of it, I think, where he gets on a bus for maybe a couple miles, but still, he walks 21 miles round trip. It's crazy. So a campaign was set up to raise $5,000 to buy him a reliable car on like Kickstarter or one of those websites. And quite amazingly, over $324,000 has been raised. And that's not all. Ford of Sterling Heights, Michigan heard his story and gave him a brand new 2015 Taurus for free. Now, if that's not a story to warm your heart, you are cold. I just wonder where all that extra money went. Like from the fun, like does he get it all? I would want like to follow up. And a kid actually started it, like a young, probably like 19 or 20-year-old kid. I think I read started the whole thing for him. So now it's solid six figures. I wonder where that's all going. So you got peanut butter and jelly, right? Mustard and hot dogs, wrestlers and steroids, Kim Kardashian and no talent. They all go together so well, Erica. So well. But what about Mitsubishi and Nissan? Yeah, right? Well, they both are Japanese car makers. And reportedly, they may partner up on some new models, possibly a co-developed sedan, likely the Lancer's successor. If the deal falls through, Mitsubishi claims they'll still make a successor themselves. But with resources tight and sales on the low, any help is probably welcomed. And not gonna ever happen news, Mercedes and BMW are teaming up to make a B Mercedes W car. Never. That's never gonna happen. You hear those sirens? Welcome to New York City. TRD, or Toyota's Racing Development Label, TRD, will apparently be used on more models in the coming years, starting with the Camry. Toyota's TRD trucks are some of its best sellers, so they'll want to offer the visual and performance upgrades to other buyers. Toyota's NASCAR drivers actually came up with some ideas themselves for the Camry TRD and how it might look. But when it makes a Camry cost around $100,000 with tons of carbon fiber and stuff, that isn't exactly cost effective or aimed at the Camry buyers. So anyway, they will make a Camry TRD and it will go on sale at the end of this year as a 2016 model. And don't worry, it's not going to cost $100,000. That'd be way out of hand for a Camry. All right. Thanks to Aussie Press Dan Under, it's Aussie Press. Anyway, there's some new info about Infiniti's Q60 coupe. First, the Q60 production model will go on sale next year with two Mercedes-sourced engine options. The first will be a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, making 333 horsepower. The bigger engine will be a 4.7-liter twin-turbo V8 with 408 galloping steeds. They wanted to use the GTR's engine at first, but Infiniti claimed it would have to redesign the Q60's front end and its cooling systems, which makes sense. But some people we'll just do that for, a high-end version. But I digress. Down the line, a naturally aspirated V6 and hybrid option will be available as well. In related news, I'm also available for all you single ladies watching out there. All 7 of you. How you doing? Hey, it is time to enjoy the failures of others. With everyone's favorite Tuesday segment, what is it, AK?
Doing it wrong.
That's right, doing it wrong. So here's 2 dudes in an 850 Piaggio, a 3-wheeled truck. They're trying to get up this hill, but it's back end. They have so much stuff. The back end is so heavy, so much stuff packed in there, and whatever it is, I think it's like chopped wood. It's kind of hard to tell, but it has no chance. It starts doing like little wheelies and bouncing on the front tire every time they hit the accelerator and try to go up the hill. You imagine all the weight's back here, so it's just you hit the accelerator, it goes up, and then bounce, bounce, bounce. So the guys filming it in another car are cracking up. Listen, and rightfully so. It is pretty funny. So naturally, the guys in the Piaggio, they think, hey, if we get a little bit of the speed, that should take us up this hill. So they turn down that road and they come down it as fast as they can, hit the hill. Looks like they might make it again. Nope. Stopped again, and then the inevitable happens. Tippy and topples over on its back, standing straight up. I mean, the stuff in it is probably heavier than the actual vehicle itself. Now, as you guys can see, the dudes driving it, they weren't hurt. They're even laughing about it. Because at that moment, they knew that they would end up right here on Fastlane Daily because they were doing it wrong. Come on, guys. Borrow a truck, a pickup truck. Take 2 trips. You got to know that wasn't going to end well. I mean, I feel like 2 people could pick up that truck. It's a little 3-wheel, little dinghy version of a vehicle. Yeah. So you want to see that video, link is in the description. All right, RFLD, question of the day is, do you think more companies should partner up and share technologies for the greater good of the automotive industry? I'm talking car companies. You know, instead of being so competitive all the time, just be friends, right? Share for the greater good of the world and the people. I know it's never going to happen, but let us know what you think. Use hashtag FLDQOTD and send in your own. And that email is, I don't have it on here, AK. Do you have it?
tips@fastlanedaily.com.
That's the one. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I thought I'd written it down, but must have misplaced it. Anyway, thank you. And that right there will bring this Tuesday episode to a close. I'm Derek D. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't yet, of course, right? And follow us on all social media. Hell, feel free to follow me while you're at it. Yeah? But we're on there. We post stuff. We post up. Post up. For the 3. There it is. Toyota is expecting its TRD expanding. Hey, if you haven't, Hey, if you haven't checked out our My First 500 videos we've been posting, what the f***, man?
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.